It's total chaos here. Motorcycles, black and whites, people running around, officers getting out of their cars with their batons, people running, people they're keeping our cameras away.
Okay, do you remember where you were when this went down? I'm betting you do, because 95 million people watched the LA police chase O.J. Simpson in that now legendary white Bronco. This wild ride has become one of the biggest moments ever in American pop culture. It all happened exactly 19 years ago to the day. Wow. It's a showbiz flashback, and I am taking you back 19 years to that iconic moment right now when O.J. Simpson took over the airwaves and his white Bronco became world famous. Hard to believe. It's been nearly 2 decades since O.J. went on his legendary run from the police. Well, when O.J. finally turned himself in, the Football Hall of Famer beat the double murder rap of his ex-wife and her friend, but of course, he still wound up behind bars years later on that armed robbery and kidnapping conviction after his confrontation with 2 memorabilia dealers in a Vegas hotel room. Well, tonight, I've got Kato, who of course was a friend of O.J. Simpson's and a star witness in his murder trial. And Kato, I'm trying to look over and watch you reacting to watching that video. Tell me where you were when that happened. I imagine you were glued to your TV like everybody else.
I was actually with a lot of friends. I kept thinking, that's like the hugest ad campaign for Ford. 95 million people watching this about Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
I'm in Beverly Hills watching it with a bunch of friends, recognizing certain people. The great thing was there was a game going on, the playoff game. Do you remember that? The screen was a small screen of the chase. Within a minute, it was the big screen, and the game was the small screen. And I remember Robert Kardashian reading a suicide letter from O.J. I remember celebrities and athletes calling him, all on the air, saying, "Turn yourself in, O.J." All the while the chase is going on. It's surreal. It's like, you could tell this to people, they go, this is not really happening.
Yeah. It
was so surreal. And then there was the, when he finally did turn himself in, I see his son running to him, and it was like this moment of are the police going to shoot him? Why is an innocent man trying to get away? So it really didn't make sense, and I was just recognizing people during this entire chase going, why is he doing this? And there's people on the freeway. You remember with signs,
right?
The juice on the loose. It's like all these things are going. This can't be happening. This is not real.
And obviously not a funny story at all. But as a guy who was friends with him and living on his property in the guest house at the time, when you first realized this was going on and you saw it on the TV, what's going through your mind in terms of things that we might not have known about at the time?
Well, I think, first of all, I want to say that I was really, really close to Nicole and O.J., so I was friends with really both. And what was going through my mind is sort of what I said. It's like, why is an innocent man trying to get away? And then finding out later on that there was a mask in the car, $10,000. Why would he be doing this? And then I was thinking of who's driving the car. And then they got into talking about his best friend, A.C. Colleen, driving the car. So it was A.J., it's one of these things where you're wondering while you're watching it, you're glued to the TV going, how is this going to play out? And then we find out later how it plays out.
All right, I want to roll out a clip that I don't think we can not play if we're talking about big O.J. Simpson moments all these years later. Charles, would you roll this?
Simpson, in a knit cap from 2 blocks away, is still O.J. Simpson. It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
I mean, we'll never forget that. O.J. Simpson's larger-than-life lawyer, Johnny Cochran, right there talking about that bloody glove. When you were testifying back in '95, did you think that the glove not fitting is what got O.J. acquitted?
I think that was probably the biggest point. I think Johnny Cochran knew exactly how to talk to the jury. I think that stuck in their head, that line. It was like a Def Poetry Jam, the first one. Everybody related to what he said. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. It's still prevalent today, and it's just people talk about that. I think it was a major, major moment when they show him not fitting the glove, and it sort of swayed their mind.
Really interesting sitting with you on the day that the chase happened 19 years ago. Kato, thank you very much for sharing your stories with us.
Okay, thanks a lot, A.J. I'll see you. Thank you so much.